Here we are, again.
What are you eating?
Chocolate.
Guys, who's gonna take him serious? Please. Chocolada on the set. This is our set. This is our... guys, we're in our bedroom.
You wanna cut? Cut.
Guys, welcome back. A new episode with Iffy and Sisi. Guys, welcome back to the... we gotta give this a name now.
Really?
Yeah, is it like story time or are we gonna call this story time?
Didn't you say in the last episode, keeping up with the shakes?
Oh yeah, you see, I already made something up in the last episode and I already forgot. Keeping up with the shakes.
That's actually not a bad name.
Keeping up with the shakes, right?
Yeah.
Bad man out and stunting. Action ready for the thumping.
Guys, welcome back. So happy to see you here again. We are also so happy to be here. The love, the support on the previous video.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so
much.
So much.
We're gonna get into it. I decided to do this at the beginning of the video. If you have a Gmail, if you have a YouTube account, a Gmail account, please hit the subscribe button right here. Last time it did help us, but we would
Very
appreciate it if the rest of the people who are watching, because there are so many people who are watching,
Yeah.
but who are not subscribed.
And also tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Exactly.
Right?
That's such a good one. Guys, here we are for a part 2 of the story on how me and Iffy met.
Yeah.
Last video was intense.
I know, sorry, it was long. I am the storyteller, so
It was very
she
intense.
had to say if he wrapped this up.
But people loved it, people enjoyed it. They watched the whole story, and if you haven't watched it yet, it's gonna be up here. Be sure to check out this video first before you actually watch this one.
Yeah.
We are gonna continue where we left off. Abu Dhabi, April, no?
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi,
Yeah, April.
March. Was it
Oh,
April?
it was late March. Yeah, March 27th, 28th,
March 28th.
2018.
Let's take you guys back to that moment.
Wait.
Good morning, it's a new day and we're having breakfast. So basically we went to have some karak and the food is already finished, it's gone.
Amazing.
A little bit too late, but we were very hungry. We are here at Al Munira. Let me show you guys, it looks so good. I die.
Why?
My voice! Guys!
I loved her voice.
Oh my God.
This was actually one of the things that I liked about her when I started talking to her, is the fact that she had this accent.
Ooh,
where she spoke English,
the
even though she
accent.
didn't like it.
The energy.
And your accent changed.
Adder in the neck. Like, we call this adder in the neck.
Yeah.
You say adder in the neck?
Other in the neck.
100%. I had so much like... when I talked.
This is that UAE English.
That was the UAE English.
We discussed this, like this melting pot of everybody around the world that doesn't really speak English coming together and figuring out how they speak English.
was so bad. It was the first date. The first date.
Day, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a breakfast date. I picked you. No, that's where Paulo lives.
Yeah. Just by his building.
Yeah. So where he lives they have like this very nice kind of like a restaurant area.
Yeah, there's a boardwalk.
Beachfront. So we had our first breakfast there. That was our first breakfast date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. What did we do after? We just talked a lot. We talked.
Didn't you actually ditch me? She ditched me.
Cause you know what happened? Jamila came back from a flight and I didn't see her for such a long time.
Yeah, you ditched me. She was like, she hit me with the, listen, we're gonna have breakfast, but I actually kind of have an appointment that I have to...
go.
And I was like, listen, sure, listen, do what you gotta do. I'm here.
Like, she was calling me. She was like, girl, where you at? I'm back from my flight.
I need you.
Jamila was like my best friend and my roomie. And obviously, since I was planning to leave, I wanted to spend as much time as I could with her.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, listen, I gotta go. So I don't know where I ditched you, and you went back to Paulo, I think.
Yeah, no, I went to the beach.
I
went upstairs.
Oh, wow.
I went upstairs, I got my stuff, and then I went to the beach right there next to where we had breakfast.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about this.
And I told you, like, listen, go do your thing. I'll be here.
Yeah.
When you come back, when you want to meet up, you just let me know.
I remember I went out for lunch. I even made pictures for my Instagram. I hope that I have those pictures, because otherwise they're gonna be here. Yeah, we had lunch and everything, and then I think you and I went out for dinner again that day.
That night, yeah.
Yeah, that night we went out for dinner. He actually took me out to a very nice place, and I was like, oh my god, this is my chance. I can like go all dolled up and everything and you know, be me. So basically we met up a couple of times. We went out for dinner, for lunch, and I'm just gonna show you some footage here and there. And yeah, I think one of the days we went to a park. We did a lot of basic stuff.
At the core, when we were getting to know each other, when I came there, she was busy.
I had a couple of things to do. I had so many appointments and things that I had planned to organize. I need to do grocery shopping. I wanted to buy a plant. I don't know why. I wanted just to buy a plant for the apartment. Remember, we went for plant hopping?
Yeah.
I wanted to buy a plant for Jamila.
For Jamila to leave, because you were going to be leaving and you were like, you wanted to leave her with something.
I don't know. I just wanted to buy her a plant. So we were plant hopping, and we went for my prepaid for my phone. We had to like cancel the contract, and so we did a lot of those kind of things where there was obviously no vlogging, because it was just like standing in the line or going to the grocery store. And you joined me actually everywhere, all of these things. And we went a couple of times to the park where we had the karaoke, remember?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of conversating, people. There was a lot of conversating. There was a lot of talking and discussing things.
Just more getting to know each other. And it was more, I was there, not really for any of the excitement. I was there for her.
Yeah.
So I just really wanted to, whatever she had going on, I was totally okay with it.
Yeah.
Right?
And I was like, I'm not gonna entertain you. I was thinking to myself, I appreciate the fact that you came all the way to UAE. I mean, even though you came also to see your friend.
Yeah.
So this gave me that feeling of no pressure. He's with his friend, and if I want to see you, I can just call you and like, hey, you wanna do something today? But what was nice was that it's always easy to fall in love if you do nice things with each other.
Exciting things.
If he would take me to this fancy, go here, go there, and let's do this, and I'm gonna pick you up in my you know, like all of these things, and we go into Burj Khalifa, Balifa, Malifa, all of these things.
Yeah, you were talking about, you said this to me, it's so easy, I could have taken you to the dunes,
Yes,
we
could have done so
much.
many things, but we literally did not do any of those things, because I was like, are you a real one or nah? You know, like, what are we doing here?
So you wanted to get to know me.
I wanted to know you, and
But
like
then
your personality traits and your characteristics and
Yeah.
your manners, because at the end of the day, you and I discussed so many things that at that point I started to think like, okay,
This can't be real.
Maybe this can turn into something. At this point, we were still friends, and we had not discussed anything in regards to us, but it was more your personal life and my personal life, and how do you see things and how do I see things. It was almost like an agreement, like, how is your perspective and how is my perspective? So so we did all of these kind of things, and we went to the park and we had some walks, and
I remember us walking in this market, and I remember holding these shopping bags, and looking into this big glass window, and I see like our reflection, and I was thinking to myself like, subhanallah, like this is like a feeling of like almost like that you were already married to me, and I got that feeling of like, this is my wife, and I'm doing grocery shopping, and I'm holding the bags, and she's grabbing the fruits and the vegetables, and she's just like, which one am I picking?
Crazy.
I got those feelings.
That's crazy. I made a little vlog here and there, and let me show you guys. Good morning, people.
Is it day 5?
Day 5. We got some pancakes over
Got
here.
some crepes.
Some crepes. And the drinks are coming.
Day 6.
Good morning.
Breakfast.
Moroccan breakfast. Today I decided to take Iffy to a Moroccan restaurant with an amazing view. Show them the amazing view. Look at that. But you know what is even better than the view? The food.
Even better.
Ooh.
Even better. Time to eat.
Attack! I was such an animal next to you. This is what I realized. How was I behaving like this? How was I behaving like this? Like, people go on a date and they're like all like, you know, dolled up, chicy, bicky. I was here like
Savage.
Like, we have a Dutch word for this.
Which
It's called
is-
schreeuw lelijk. It's like ugly screaming. Ugly screamer.
This is you.
This was me. This was me. Oh my god. Also, another thing that happened, which I really loved, was we walked into one of these stores where, you know, they sell the...
Oh, we're going there?
Oh, we're definitely going there, guys. He was wearing one of these white... I was like, you know what?
Honduras.
If you wear one of these conduras, you look like you could be from here.
You be the judge. Let them be the judge.
You guys judge if that's so or no. So he's calling him Sheikh. He doesn't know that his last name is actually Sheikh. And he thinks that he's Moroccan. This is the best part ever.
That's better, right?
Look at... Nah. Like, خلاص, that's it. يعني عبد الله شيخ مكتوم بن ناصر عبد الله مجيد وين فين. So guys, basically, eventually at the end of the trip, you got invited by your cousin.
Yeah. So what happened is I had a cousin that lived in Dubai.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen her in probably 5-6 years. She married, kids, very busy life, and I always told her that, listen, the next time I'm gonna come to Dubai, that I'm gonna basically connect with you and we'll meet up for.
Because it was not your first time in UAE, right?
No. I had been there before.
Yeah.
A couple times. So I ended up reaching out to her. I told Siham that I definitely I may need to take a break from you for one day and go meet my cousin to have dinner with her and her husband and the family. And what I did is I decided, let me ask my cousin if she would be okay with me inviting somebody that I could possibly be potential in a marriage. So when I mentioned it to her, Sabina, thank you, she said absolutely, bring her, I would love to meet her.
That was so sweet of her.
Yeah, so she was actually the first person from my family to meet you.
I know.
Yeah.
And I had a heart attack because I was like, I'm gonna meet his family?
Yeah, I felt so comfortable already. I just didn't want her to feel like I was ditching her and going and leaving her for one day.
The way I did on day one.
But obviously you and I are clearly two different people, right? So I ended up, I ran it by her. She said she was a little surprised that I wanted to introduce her to one of my family members. And she said, sure, I'll come with you.
Yeah. So basically what we did was we drove to Dubai.
Yeah.
And we had to do some little shopping because we were gonna see kids and family. So
Yeah.
what do you bring when you go to kids and family? Candies.
Okay, we are in day 7, Dubai today.
Day 7, people.
Sit back, huh?
Where is the back? This is the back?
She's making progress.
We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Step 1. Struggle is very real, though.
You make it happen. One way or another, you make it happen.
So we end up here, like,
This is when we went to go the candy shopping.
and then I
The
bumped
market.
into these turbans.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, like, we went there with it for a reason. Like, we had something to do, and then I end up trying out turbans in the street. Like, what's going? I got distracted real quick.
This is you. This is that attention span.
So we went to the family. We had dinner there.
Yeah.
Sabina was so nice. The kids were so sweet. We had an amazing time.
Yeah, we had a good conversation. Her husband.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful people, beautiful family. And I was a little bit, I'm gonna tell you very honest,
Yeah.
I was very scared to meet your family.
What are you?
You know what it is? I didn't know what to expect because I was like, if your family is something that is not within the standards of my family, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
religious-wise, culture-wise, everything-wise, I mean,
Yeah.
it was already like, if it was so foreign to me,
It would have made things difficult.
I
Yeah.
was like already thinking like, if you and I are actually, becoming something,
Yeah.
how am I gonna explain this to my parents,
Yeah.
right?
Makes sense.
So this is why I was like so afraid to meet your family. And then when we went to your family and I saw your cousin and the kids and everybody,
It felt.
it felt
right.
so right and it felt so safe and
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah, it was so beautiful and yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect, guys. Yeah, it was really a very special moment for me.
There was a moment at the house when we were talking about, when I introduced.
Guys, this was the moment. Yeah.
This was one of those moments for you, huh?
Yes. Okay, let me close the laptop because enough of the footage now. Because I need to tell you guys a story. This was the moment that I was like, I am marrying this guy. I'm gonna ask him to marry me.
Whether he knows it or not.
You don't even. The thing is, I was
You have
gonna
a choice.
I was gonna force you into it anyway. What happened was we were there, and everybody was talking. So your cousin, she's a doctor,
Yeah.
and her husband is a pilot.
Yeah.
He is an aircraft engineer, and I was there as a cabin crew. Now, I felt some type of way. There's nothing wrong with being a cabin crew. It's an amazing job, and I would do it all over again. But when you're cabin crew in the Middle East, the people in the Middle East make you feel like, yeah, you're just cabin crew. While this is an amazing job anywhere else in the world, even actually in the Middle East. But it's the people of the Middle East
That kind of downgraded.
who, like, I don't know where this stigma comes from, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's almost like you just don't say it, or you do say it, but
You say it shyly.
yeah, there is, I don't know. Anyways, as I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I
Yeah.
love it. It's an amazing job. If you can go and do it, do it.
Yeah.
But I just felt some type of way being there after 2 years and speaking to people who would downgrade my job. I felt some type of way.
Yeah.
So me being there and everybody was talking about their jobs and everything, and then they asked me, so what do you do? And I said, yeah, I'm a cabin crew, and yeah, I create. I like to do fashion videos, something like that. I said.
You were like social media content creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. That whole social media content, I was like, let me not give this too much thought because, you know, that's also another job that's not so serious. Like, what am I bringing to the table here? Yani, cabin crew, like the worst and the other worst together. It's like, you picked two beautiful and you made it one. So basically, I don't know, everybody was like talking so full about their jobs and everything. And I was like, what can I say about my job? I mean, the pilot knows cabin crew.
Yeah.
You know, she knows cabin crew too because her husband is a pilot.
Yeah.
So what can I say that's special about my job, which they don't know yet?
Yeah.
You know, that's what it was. So then, and I said, so this is where I said on the side, like, yeah, and I'm on social media sometimes. And I just made it very small, very petite.
Yeah, she did.
And then he was like, no, it's okay. Tell them. You know, actually, she's amazing on social media. She's a very big influencer and she inspires women and she motivates them to be the best version of themselves, and she does an amazing job.
She has plans to start a business selling.
He was like, bah, bah, bah. And I was like, did you really say all of these things about me? Like, I was shy to
say those things.
But I'm not just gonna be there like pitching myself, right?
Yeah, naturally, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then he said all of those things like elevating me, you know? This is where I was like, Clar, please marry me. Yes, thank you. Wow, that this guy actually does this and he speaks like so proudly.
The thing was, I was proud of you, of like, from everything that we had discussed about your past, where you started, I was like proud for you of what you had achieved.
I had at that point had not acknowledged that yet for myself, because I was still in a process of developing myself, and you know, like, I processed everything after Etihad, like, whoa, yo, this was mad, this was cool, this was crazy. And so I went back home, that whole trip back home to Abu Dhabi.
We were driving back.
And then I was thinking to myself, like, I never told you that, right?
No, you never told me.
No. I mean, that was a very important thing that happened, but I never told him that I felt that way. That the next day he had to go back. And then that was the moment of truth, because it was like, okay, so, you know, you were here for a week and we spent some time together and we got to know each other better, and he's gonna go back to New York now, so now what, you know?
Yeah, so where do we go from here now?
Yeah.
So we were in Masdar City. I remember we went for a walk in the park, and I remember thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, this is we're on our last day now, right? And where do we go from here, right? So I asked you, so over the course of the past 3 weeks of us speaking, and
3 weeks, guys.
3 weeks of speaking, and the past, what was it, 8 days that I spent
8 days,
in UAE. I said, so how do you feel about everything that's happened over the past month? And you responded, you know. I said, how did you end up feeling about everything?
Yeah, we were very straightforward to each other, actually, about our feelings, which was very surprising for somebody that never talks about her feelings. Never. I would be madly in love and I would never tell you. You would never know. No, I can't.
Ego.
I can't. So with you, I could.
Yeah.
Eventually, because I saw how open you were in communicating.
Yeah.
It made me feel like I could be vulnerable, because we discussed so many vulnerable. Difficult.
Vulnerable is good.
Vulnerable.
Yes, class.
We discussed so many of those topics that eventually we felt very safe to to talk about our feelings. So you asked me that question, and then I think I said, like,
you felt like it was good.
It was good, and it was safe and very comfortable.
So at that moment, I had asked her, so how would you feel? Could you see yourself marrying me? At that moment, 30 days.
Saturday, day 9, Abu Dhabi. We're in a park near, where is this?
This is Masdar.
Somebody's becoming a kid again. 5:35 a.m. Long conversations.
Did you ever see this? Don't do like your mom and dad. This is the wrong example. The wrong one.
Long, meaningful conversations.
Beautiful night.
Somebody's having fun.
It's actually very scary, actually. I don't know how to stop. I feel nauseous now. I think I need to vomit.
Now she wants to blah. So we're gonna go get something to eat. And
That
then
sounds like a very good plan.
and then we're gonna go take some rest.
That's it.
SubhanAllah.
After 3 weeks.
3 weeks of talking and 8 days of meeting.
He was so sure. He was like, I'm pulling this trigger. I'm not going back to New York.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to
Listen,
the no.
I wasn't gonna leave anything to like out of chance of what what could happen. I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna hit her with this question right now and put her on the spot. How would you feel about? Could you see yourself getting married to me? That's what I asked
Because you gave me those flowers after that.
Yeah, I had those
With the little-
ready. Yeah.
There was a little message in
So
the
I had
flowers.
a gift. Yeah.
And that was actually where you kind of asked me to marry you. But
You still have those flowers?
I have those flowers and I have the card.
Do you?
Yes, they're back home in Hollanda.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so guys, I don't know if I have a picture of the card, but it said something like, would you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Or,
Could you see it?
yeah, could
Yeah.
you see it? Or something like that. I mean, it was not like, can you marry me? I'm giving you a ring, la la la. That whole westernized thing.
Obviously, for us, it's a
For
no-go.
us Muslims, we don't do it that way because eventually you gotta go and pass the upper.
Yeah.
The father, the mother, the family, the brother,
The
the
broer.
sister, the brewer, the zus,
Yeah.
everybody. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it is, that doesn't exist for us, this getting down on one knee and just proposing to the woman that you want to
No.
you want to marry.
So I think we mutually
But we had to,
agreed.
yeah, we had to agree that this
Yeah.
was something that we both wanted or
Yeah.
could see happening.
Could see, so we basically said, okay,
Yeah.
I think this, we can give this a try.
Mm.
And I'll tell you honestly, also because I was moving back to Holland.
Yeah.
Guys, my resignation letter, 1st of April, that was his last day that he was there. And I think you're the one who wrote it.
Yeah.
He wrote my letter of Ittihad to quit my job because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So I asked him if he could do it for me. You know why? Because my English is so bad. So he basically quit my job for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you left back to New York the next day, and people, it's time to say goodbye. So we just came from Tatiana and Paolo, and we're gonna go to the car. I'm gonna drop him at the airport. This is like not really a nice thing to do, unfortunately. Everybody hates goodbye. I like to say goodbye. The button. Oh, the button, guys.
And then when you
Wait,
get to the door.
I was like, book. So
The time
yeah.
has come. The time has come. But we're in a good place.
Exactly. It's gonna be to be continued, right, babe?
Absolutely.
To be continued.
Inshallah.
We have planned a bunch of stuff for you guys, so
Big things. Expect big things.
NYCA. I was like so. It's like, am I really marrying this guy? Am I really gonna?
Is this, did we actually just discuss this?
Did I just say yes to somebody that I just know for 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Because you know what it is, guys? I'm not into relationships. I'm not into this boyfriend, girlfriend things. I was like,
Attachments.
no, you either know somebody and you talk to them and you feel like, I can see myself marrying to this person. I can see him be the father of my kids. You know, I see him as a salih spouse, and
you gotta see potential in the person that you're
Yes.
speaking to, you know.
yes, so
Yeah, not to kind of not shy away from those important questions, like she was saying. You
Yeah.
know? It's
and
very-
the
yeah.
most important thing was that you were so respectful to me that this is something that really, really
did it.
did it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah, yeah, absolutely.
So,
the way you speak, the way you
Mission
behave.
accomplished for me as well. Because this is,
Mashallah, I have to give you those credits, man. I swear, this was something that I had never experienced in my life before, you know? So what happened was I was so happy that I found such a beautiful human being, you know? Yeah, because I was like, I met so many people in my life. If there's somebody that met so many people,
yeah.
I mean, as a cabin crew, men in and out, you speak to so many different people. You speak to so many different men, cabin crew, pilots, passengers,
Yeah.
colleagues. You're in
People
an
at the airport.
people at the airport. You're in a city that has so many tourists, but really the impression that you had made never happened before. So I was so impressed by that I had 3 more flights left before I was gonna wait. I had 1 month of flying left.
1 more month, yeah.
And you know what I did? I had requested Amsterdam back and forth because I had all of those stuff that I needed to move. So I was like, at least if they give me Amsterdam, I can move my stuff back.
Yeah.
So the first flight that I had right after you going back to New York was Amsterdam. So what did I do, guys?
She made a big mistake.
I made the biggest mistake ever. I went back home, and on that 24-hour that I was there, I dropped the bomb at home. I started with my mom. Mom, I met this amazing human being. He's like, amazing. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, I just think I want to marry him, and he wants to marry me.
Just that alone, she was shocked at. Because she didn't even know anything about me. She just
I said
was just
nothing.
surprised.
I further said nothing.
Yeah.
Because I was just seeing her reaction. She was like, oh, really? She was actually happy.
But it was in a matter of 4 weeks.
It was in a matter
So
of
4
4
weeks
weeks.
ago, you
so
weren't
I told
talking
her,
about
hi,
this.
Mom, I met somebody. I know him 4 weeks and I want to get married. And
Yeah.
he's amazing. He's beautiful. Okay, so where does he live? He lives in New York. After that, there were no questions, no answers. She was just like, my daughter is not moving back to Holland after 2 years for her to move back to another country again.
La la la.
She was devastated by
Yeah.
this news.
Big mistake.
Me leaving back after my little 24-hour that I spent back home, all the way happy, calling him. I told my mom.
Yeah.
For my sister to call me and be like, what did you say to my mom? She's so sad. And she's like, my daughter is...
I'm gonna lose her now.
I'm gonna lose her. She didn't even come back. She's already gone again.
Yeah.
How does this work?
So you realized that was a big mistake.
That was such a big mistake, guys. When you want to discuss something with your parents, something big,
Something
you know,
serious.
think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about the words that you use. Think about how you give the message.
The timing of
The
when
timing,
you bring it across
the
to them.
timing. Yeah, just be considerate. I was not being considerate at all.
This is just because you're so used to the fast life, you know. At that
It
point,
was
it was
such a
just
fast life. Yeah.
that you had this 24-hour moment to say it to her. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna tell her now,
Yeah.
not realizing that she's there and is gonna have to process all this.
Oh yeah. So that was intense. That was intense. So yeah, I packed my stuff after a month. I moved back to Holland, and I was happy to be there. I kind of cooled my mom down by saying to her,
I'm back.
I'm back, and just forget about that dude. I am not talking to him anymore. And that's it for this episode.
So we're gonna continue where this goes. If you guys want to hear more about how this process got further and how we got from confirming it for ourselves and then the families accepting, let us know.
Guys, thank you for watching. We find this so exciting, and
Just
we love
sharing
the story.
Yeah.
We hope that this inspires you guys as well, for whoever has
is going through this kind of
going
situation,
through something like this.
know somebody who's going
know
through
somebody.
it. Yeah.
I think you and I are gonna have to do some separate videos on how to conversate when you meet somebody,
Yeah.
to get the answers that you need that are gonna benefit you in the long run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We could just do it together. No separate. We could just do it together. A
Yeah.
video, yeah.
Yeah. Did I say I?
It's separate video. Oh, I thought you meant separate as in like I'll do a video, you do a video. Yeah.
No, in a separate video, which is like
I
another
got
video.
you. Sounds good.
Guys, thank you for watching. Support us by subscribing.
We hope you like the content.
Because we love it, so
Yeah.
we hope you guys love it too. And keep us in your das. We are sharing very personal stories with you guys, but this is all for a bigger purpose.
Absolutely.
We hope that we kind of inspire people or give out
Just
love.
have hope.
Have hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoever is
because-
going through whatever. And we see you inshallah in the next video.
Inshallah.
Thank you for watching, and ma salama.
Salama.
Doei.
Bad man out and stunting. Action ready for the thumping.